Never underestimate reading. I'm not talking about reading Percy Jackson, I'm talking about reading non-fiction. Fiction is completely garbage for most people. Unless you don't want to be a writer or a journalist or anything that has to do with your vocab or anything like that, non-fiction is the way to go. Fiction is completely garbage for 90% of the population. And they still read it. Like, it's not getting you anywhere. There's no progress being made, and I don't know why even schools promote only fiction reading. It's completely garbage. Like, libraries are filled with fiction. Those who are interested in non-fiction, they can't get a piece of non-fiction, and it's just killing a culture that should exist. And we're creating a culture where we value entertainment more than education. And schools are garbage as well for that, but I'll make a separate video on why school is not good. Anyways, instead of focusing on fiction, focus on personal development, learning something, learning from other people's experiences, financial education, like any kind of education, any kind of learning. You can only get that from non-fiction. Okay, and one more thing, it doesn't. Okay, even if you want to be a writer, you're getting inspiration from a fiction, right? But then, what are you gonna do with it? You're still gonna have to read a book on how can I be a writer, right? Find your interests, search up books on that interests. Let's say you're interested in dance. The best books on dance. Go to Amazon. Okay, this one has 1,000 reviews. Good, buy that. Buy the one with the most reviews and most positive reviews, positive feedback. That's all it takes. It doesn't matter what you're interested in. Personally, I'm interested in sales, communication, money, business, finance, personal development, and biographies. These are the books I read because I'm interested in that field. You're interested in something else, so read about. You're interested in football. Read biographies of footballers. Read how to be a footballer. Read books from managers of teams. I'm sure there are books like that. You can find them you can guaranteed find them, you just don't know them. Now I'll tell you some pros of reading non-fiction, some pros that only non-fiction can give you and fiction doesn't even come close to it. The first one, which is the best one, you get new ideas and new views. You would never be able to let's say you're reading a book, right? You read this one paragraph, you read this one sentence, you're like, holy crap, I never thought about it. I never thought about it like this. Man, this was beyond what I even thought of. This is beyond my current mindset. This just blew me away. Blew away, not as in something that happens in a fiction book that blows you away. Not that kind of blew away. The blew away I'm talking about is shit. Now I can elevate my life. Now I can use this idea, use this concept to help others around me, help myself, make a positive impact. That's the blue away I'm talking about. Number two is also very powerful. You learn from people who've studied that topic for their entire lives. Simple example, Think and Grow Rich, the book Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill, so many times, he's like, I've studied this my whole life. I've done this my whole life. You're learning from a person who's lived 80 years, who's made all the mistakes in the world, has been successful, and you're learning from that. What does that exactly mean? The failures you read about, if you do this, you will fail this way because it happened to the guy in the book. So when you actually do that in real life, okay, you're more careful. You're like, okay, if I do this way, I might fail. You learn from those people. You're learning from a person's entire life in 6 hours is what I mean to say. That is the difference between fiction and non-fiction. But this is not a comparison video. I'm not going to mention fiction again, but this is the power of non-fiction. You learn from a person's whole life, whatever they've accomplished, all their failures, all their successes in 6 to 8 hours. That's it. How powerful is that? It's something to think about. And the third and the last pro of non-fiction is that you make progress faster than 90% of the population. and I guarantee you only 10% of the world reads non-fiction. Because that's the only, even it's even less than 10% is a lot still, but whatever it is, it's a small number. It's a small number of the population who does it. And you can see the amount of people that are successful. Almost if not all successful people read. That's just a fact. They don't read any Percy Jackson or Hunger Games. They don't read that crap. They don't even know about that crap. You are making progress faster than everyone else. Everyone else is wasting away their time. You're learning something in a fun, and don't get me wrong, non-fiction is not boring. It's not boring, bro. If you read Elon Musk's biography, man, it's as good as a fiction book. I used to only read fiction before. For those you don't know, I was a hardcore fiction guy. For 2 years, I've only read fiction, and for the past 2 years, I've read only non-fiction. I'm never going back to fiction again. I can tell you, biographies of people, of highly successful individuals, they are as good as a fiction book, if not better. It sounds crazy. It's as good as it's as good as, because we associate that with, oh, that's crazy, that's like impossible, that is mind blowing. It's almost as if it's not real, but it is real and you can do it. So it's as good as fiction. It's not boring, trust me. Any highly successful individual's book you read, it is as good as fiction. You just need to try it. And it is boring sometimes. It used to be boring for now I don't care. I know it's good for me, so I read it. Now I genuinely have fun reading. And again, every successful person reads. Tell me one successful person that doesn't read. Okay, and what is my personal experience with reading? In the last month, I've read 3 books. I'm currently on my 4th one. In order, I read Doing the Impossible, then I read Dropout and Get Schooled, Leaders Eat Last. Currently, I'm reading The 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. And my goal is to read around, for this year, my goal is to read around 40 to 50 books. I think that's a good goal. That's definitely a good goal. 40 to 50 non-fiction books. I haven't even read 40 to 50 non-fiction books in total yet, and I'm gonna read it this year. So that's around 1 book a week. That's what you should aim for. 1 book a week, whatever subject you want. And I would recommend personal development books for everyone. Personal development books for everyone, and then whatever subject you're interested, depends for everyone. Depending on what they want to do. So that's it. Just destroyed fiction in this video. I'm sure there's gonna be some criticism, as always. That doesn't bother me because I'm right, and I know the progress I've made from reading non-fiction. And if you don't want to experience that, I'm fine. I don't really care, because I'm focused on me, right? You can either take this information or throw it away. Why even bothering watching this video or comment? Why are you wasting your time? Go read some more fiction then, if you really like fiction so much. Don't talk crap if you haven't experienced both the sides. I have experienced both the sides. I was a hardcore fiction fan, and now I'm a hardcore non-fiction guy. Take care, and if you like this video, like it. Thank you.